Hello, welcome to the greatest podcast in the whole world, Awsten and Travis's slumber party. Where,
Took some ibuprofen.
Yeah, you're good now.
I hope
my
it
nose
starts
is
to kick
getting better
in.
too. I'm also gonna mute my computer because I'm professional.
Yeah, good idea. This is the podcast.
It's been a podcast.
This is about all we've got. I am feeling a lot more pressure this season than last season.
Now there's hype, buddy. They didn't know we existed before.
Yeah, a lot more people listened to the first season than I thought they would, and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately that are very funny, and it makes me feel like I have to live up to them. And we've also got people in the room the whole time while we're recording this one.
That's true, actually.
So we have
that's a different dynamic.
Yeah, we have like an audience always now.
Also, our egos have inflated a lot.
Yeah, and we're also getting a lot more guests this season, almost all of which I've never spoken to before, so I'm meeting them all for the first time.
Shout out to my friends.
Some of them, some of which don't even know my name.
The disrespect.
So yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of, I have a lot to live up to this time.
And plus now we actually pre-write our jokes just in case we're not funny.
Yeah, we got a writer's room going this time around. This is all scripted, and I'm reading it off my laptop.
We have a lot of group think where we're like, come on guys, how can we spin this in a new way? There's like 10 to 12 people.
Yeah, all pitching jokes. And I just take all of them. I don't really care. I think if I throw enough of these at the wall, some of them are going to stick. But anyway, that's just me feeling some anxiety about it.
I'm not scared of shit. This is the only podcast I ever listened to. Actually, that's not true. I just started listening to And the Writer Is. It's really good. But it's a music one and it's not funny, so.
I'm going to see a podcast live tomorrow.
Huh.
So this is a whole podcast weekend for me.
Nice, dude.
Because we're recording this whole fucking
You're living
season.
your best white people life. Just surrounded by podcasts.
Is our podcast like a white person thing to you?
Yes.
All right.
Like, if I had to list things that were white, it would be like, I don't know, Sandals, Dave Matthews, podcasts. Like, you see what I'm saying?
I am white.
Yeah.
We're going to have a special guest call in.
Am I right about that, Andrew?
What?
Are podcasts like when you think of like white people, is podcasts like in your top 10?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
It's the golden age.
Nice, dude.
They're
Okay.
everywhere.
Podcasts are very popular now. We're going to have a special guest call in the second half of this episode. And there's no point in beating around the bush because we're going to promote the episode with his name. It's going to be Geoff.
Shout out, Geoff.
The people have asked, and they're finally receiving.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to give it to them.
They asked so many times during season 1, even though we said
This is
several times that we did the whole thing already. But we've got him this time.
It's all done. If Jeff's not on next week, I will unstand. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally done. He's not there. I will unstand. God damn it.
So we lost a lot of stands last season,
Yeah.
but maybe with this episode we'll get him back.
They'll re-stand.
God, I hope so. But we're gonna power through without him for the first half of the episode. We're gonna start with a story called "Waking Up." I just sent it to you in a new email.
By Lavy Travy Babby.
Yes, this is by Lavy Travy Babby on Wattpad.
Bless you.
John sneezed, in case you didn't hear, because you probably didn't. Yeah, this is Waking Up by Lavy Travy Babby. Who's gonna start this one off?
I'll start it because it's me waking up.
Okay.
Awsten woke with a start. Shout out me. He hadn't been sleeping very well, but it still took him a moment to remember where he was. It always did.
Idiot.
Dude, listen to me. I travel for a living. I never know where I am. Sleeping next to him in a queen-size hotel bed was Travis. What?
Eh?
Shout out Travis. I mean, thing is, I've asked you to come on tour with us before, and you're like, pay me money you don't have. And I'm like, okay, well.
Well, yeah,
was a
because I
good
have a
idea.
job that pays me money, and I need to continue to get money.
Right.
So I can pay rent and buy food. And
Sell out.
Yeah, I'm a sellout because I have an apartment.
Travis, still in his jeans for some reason. He was making small movements and cute little noises in his sleep. Like a dog chasing a rabbit. Kicking your little feet around.
Cool.
Awsten sat up as memories of the night flashed before his eyes. He had played a particularly good set at a local club. Bummer, we're back in clubs. And got some deadly spicy wings afterwards with Travis. Fist bump, dude.
Do you like spiciness in your wings?
Yes. What the fuck?
It's Jesus.
I'm like
Christ.
working my way up to hot ones. I literally okay. So with Wingstop, it's like because I feel like their wings are just like best in general.
I don't agree with that at all, but that's.
I mean, not the best in the world. The best I've ever had was in Japan, but I'm not trying. Like, I don't remember what it was called or whatever. But, dude, I ate so much I felt sick, and they just kept bringing plates, and I just kept eating them.
I would love to be on hot ones with you because I
Right.
feel like I would
if
do
this
badly.
exceeds the popularity of the band, which it could, then I think we could definitely pull that off.
I think I would do really badly with hot ones.
I would kill it. Dude. Okay, like I was saying, at Wingstop, I always get the original hot because it's the best flavor by far. But then I've been getting like a side of Atomic, which is the hottest, and like dipping them in that.
Wow,
to,
you're
like, to
so
work my way
strong
up.
and powerful.
Eat my fucking ass, you weird little shithead. Okay. He played a particularly good set at a local club and got some deadly spicy wings afterwards with Travis, his shitty friend, who happened to be in town.
That's hurtful.
They hung out in their hotel room and watched scary movies. God, we're back in a van, too, because that means we're in a hotel. And watched scary movies, laughing and joking until they all fell asleep. It had truly been a wonderful night, despite the fact that they were back in a van playing small clubs. Damn it. We failed. Awsten felt the toilet calling him, so he got up silently and crept towards the bathroom. Geoff was asleep on the couch. Wait, this is a big room. Cool. His boxers peeking out playfully beneath his shirt. Awsten found himself reaching a pearlescent hand out towards Jeff's package without really thinking about it, but stopped himself. Bad boy.
Gotta get consent
Yeah.
to touch a dingus.
Right.
Their relationship had grown naturally over the years, and their
Much
deep
like pubes. They should have threw that in there.
and their deep love for each other was something everyone in the band saw, even if no one said anything. Honestly, there wasn't any reason to. The stolen glances during shows while Awsten sang lyrics about Geoff that only they understood were enough. As Awsten drifted past Geoff, he saw Otto and John in the other bed.
Fucking
Otto had
John.
all his shit neatly organized on the bedside table.
Accurate.
John the opposite.
Accurate.
His camera and clothes were laying haphazardly on the floor.
Accurate.
Awsten noticed the glowing numbers casting a pale light on John's face. It was kind of a beautiful tableau. The dim red numbers complemented John's hair nicely. Awsten smiled at the thought of maybe taking a picture of John for once.
I did that.
But he kept going.
I did that at the last shoot thing we were doing. I took pictures of John, and that was awesome.
As Awsten approached the bathroom, he reached out to push open the door, but his hand found no purchase. He did a double take as he watched his hand go right through the door. He looked around, disoriented, wondering if he was in a dream. He raced back over to his bed, realizing as he passed the table that he should have tripped over it, but didn't.
Am I astral projecting?
I don't know. Then he saw himself, looking peacefully asleep in bed, except that there was no rhythmic rise and fall of his chest like his friends. It was then that it all fell into place. He was dead.
Finally.
He looked down at his ghostly form as the existential dread of his sudden death filled him.
Twitter bio stays the same.
As he looked around the room, panicked, he thought about how he could wake up his friends. Maybe he could be saved and get back into his body. As he watched them all sleep, his anxiety started to fade. He didn't know much about his new ethereal existence, but it seemed very unlikely that he would be able to return to his body. If he had to go, this wasn't really a bad night for it. He had played a good show, had good food, and time with his best friends. Could you really ask for much more?
He took one last look around the room, beaming at his friends. He'd miss hanging out with John and Otto on tour. He'd miss the tender moments with Geoff. He'd miss his good buddy Travis. But who knew what kind of adventures awaited him? As he started to accept that, he shuffled off his mortal coil. He felt his soul begin to be sucked into the inky blackness of the afterlife. That's sad. Doesn't mean I go to hell. As he took one last look around the room, Travis began to stir. Awsten fought against the pull, wanting, in spite of himself, to see Travis discover him. Awsten rolled over and gasped.
No, it's Travis rolled over.
I'm sorry. Wow. Sorry. Travis rolled over and gasped. Oh, God, Awsten, you shat the bed. Oh, no! Awsten's spectral form shook with laughter as he floated upwards towards the stars. Fuck!
Great.
Oh, my God. That's it.
That's it. You shit yourself when you died from eating. Maybe you ate too spicy wings and died from it. And floated down to hell, maybe. Where you.
I'm glad
back
I thought
from
it
whence
was
you
funny
came.
because the thing is, in real life, I'd be so bummed that I shat myself when I died. But, like, because it's like, it's not a part of the story that gets reported, but it is a part that somehow gets spread around. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't want it to be like Awsten when he died. He shit all over himself.
Well, I mean, that's like a common thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
People shit themselves when they die?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Do they?
Google it. Google people shit die.
People shit themselves when they die. Oh no! Wait.
Oh no, they shit.
Shut the fuck up. And I'm looking for it.
So yeah, I liked this story. This was good. There was a nice little twist of you.
They get boners sometimes.
That's cool. Well,
Dead bodies.
Rigor mortis. Yeah.
What?
Talk about the story.
Oh my god! You can either shit or piss yourself.
Or both.
Ah.
How do you not know about this?
Dead bodies can give birth? It's called coffin birth.
Jesus. Talk about the story.
I can't. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I shit and died. What the fuck? Coffin birth. Weird. That's so sad and scary.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why are there such okay. Creepy things exist.
The story is like putting some existential dread into you.
I'm having a bad time now.
But it's such a fun, whimsical story.
Okay, I don't like that we're back in clubs and staying in hotels because that shit sucks.
Yeah, I guess the club thing is yeah, but I mean, it could be like a really nice, fancy, big hotel.
It says local club.
I know. Yeah.
Let bleak
Yeah.
be bleak.
Yeah.
No, so that bums me out. Now I appeared to be pretty happy. Maybe
guess
this is during my like drug phase in the future where I just don't give a shit about anything at all. Like, because I very much would care. I'd be very bummed if like things just stopped going well and we had to like go back to small clubs, like
You had
local
to-
areas.
Grasp for relevancy.
Right, I would just quit. Like, that's just a thing. And then
You would eat wings until you died.
apparently. And then the thing is, in this story, I can tell I don't give a shit because in real life, I really would not want to shit myself when I died. That would just, I really would not enjoy that at all, that detail. And if I saw that, I don't think I'd laugh unless, I mean, maybe like when you're overcome with death and you don't give a shit about anything anymore, you're just like, whatever, like real life is dumb. It's a simulation. And then, no, but like, you see, as of right now, I really care. And in this, I don't at all. So
It might be not a good idea for us, for you to go on Hot Ones, because it seems like you might die afterwards.
I would die to go on Hot Ones, so it works out.
What if you ate the 2 hot wings on Hot Ones and then you died and shit yourself on camera on Hot Ones? And they aired it unedited.
I feel like Jaden Smith would probably still get more views whenever he winds up doing it.
Probably.
Which sucks. It's like, this is my death. This is my peak. And I shit myself. Crazy. And then he could just go on there and be like, my album, and then get like millions more than me.
Yeah. Well, he's Will Smith's kid. What do you want? What do you expect?
Nothing less.
Yeah. I like the little hints throughout that you are actually a ghost, like your pearlescent hand.
Yeah.
And the fact that you...
It's a pretty word.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you would have figured out that you were dead quicker if you actually had grabbed Jeff's package. Because
Yeah.
you would have gone through him.
Yeah.
And you would have probably made him very cold and woke him up.
It's a short story, but the thing is, there was still some kind of buildup because of that. It's like, there's the tension, like, is he going to grab it? Doesn't do it.
Yeah.
It would have solved things.
And I feel like it was
Makes
better...
it cinematic.
I feel like it was better for being short because, like, if it was much longer, it would have been, like, too much build-up to get to this.
Yeah, because, I mean, it is a very big thing, but it wasn't, like, a wild climax. It was, like, a realization. You know, it wasn't, like, a physical thing.
Mm-hmm. And I like that I'm the one who found... Well, I think it's funny that I was the one who was in bed with you, and then I had to discover that you shit in the bed with us.
I share a bed with you, like, no problem.
I thought this was a good story.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, we've agreed
4.
on the last few. That's pretty cool.
I know. We're on the same wavelength, dude. Nice. So that was Waking Up by Labby Trabby Babby on Wattpad. Their avatar's a little egg with a smiley face on it. That's cool. Let me see. What should we do next? Do you want to do gray whale or Birdston and geocock?
Let's take a look. It says this could contain adult content. If you proceed, you have to agree. Proceed.
I think you're on the other. We're not doing that one yet. Oh, never mind. You want to do that one, Birdston?
Wait, should we wait for Geoff?
No, we're gonna do the long one with him.
Which one's that?
Not either of these two.
Oh.
The archive of our own one.
Okay.
All right, let's do.
Gooston.
Oh God.
What?
I didn't know this was a fucking goose thing.
Oh no! Fuck this. Let's skip that. I didn't even think about it.
I didn't know.
No, thank you.
It's
so not funny.
Fuck this goose joke.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, let's do the gray whale fic.
All right. Okay. Wait. Gray whale fic. Where the fuck is that?
It's in the email I just sent.
Not this one.
No.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
wait, there it is. Okay, yeah.
So this is the gray whale fic
I
by
like that Photoshop. It's good.
by Love the Void on Wattpad. And they have a note before the actual story. It says, before you start reading, when gray whales mate, they often have another male gray whale hold them up so they don't accidentally float away mid-fucking. You like that?
Damn it! I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, I think it's very clear where this is going.
Because I'm the whale in the middle in this picture.
Probably.
No, I am. I just looked at it.
Oh, I didn't look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's okay. Now I see what you're talking about with the Photoshop. This is another pretty short one. Awsten and Geoff had been wanting to mate for a while. Geoff wanted their first time to be special.
Same.
Awsten, on the other hand, just wanted Geoff's giant whale cock inside him.
Never mind, I was wrong.
They spent a while deciding on who they trusted to hold them up. Ultimately, they decided that Otto was their best option. Poor Otto. Otto was the only other whale they trusted enough.
Yeah, you're a weak-ass whale.
Wow. They set a date and time to meet for the mating session, and Awsten could barely wait. He didn't have a very interesting life, and he was excited to finally get the whale D. It would be a whole new experience. The day arrived quickly, and Awsten was quaking with excitement. He was waiting at the rendezvous spot with Geoff as they waited to get started. Awsten was afraid to speak. Otto eventually appeared and sighed because he didn't want to be there, but he would do anything for his fellow gray whale friends. Are you sure about this, Awsten? I won't be upset if you want to back out, Geoff said reassuringly.
Yes, I'm sure. Just fuck me already. Awsten whined with impatience. And with no sudden notice, Geoff slammed into him hard and rough. Damn it.
Dang.
Awsten cried out as Geoff's fishy link filled him up. That's disgusting.
That was good.
Damn it. Geoff kept thrusting in as Awsten let out bellows of pleasure. Aw, man. Okay. Who's my dirty whale slut? Geoff asked as he pushed back into the submissive whale. Even as whales, this is fucking bullshit. I hate this. You read this. I don't want to fucking say that. Damn it.
Me, whale daddy. I'm your dirty whale slut, he moaned. Are two almost done? I don't want to hear the kinky side of your relationship, Otto groaned from his position under the two mating whales.
God damn it.
Shut up, Otto, Awsten groaned as Geoff pushed back in and hit the spot. Awsten could feel his orgasm approaching, and so could Geoff.
Awsten, I'm gonna... Geoff bellowed, and he ejaculated into the submissive, who came a few seconds later. This is... God damn it. Oh, thank God you're done. I'm never doing that again, Otto cried as he swam out from under them. Third whaling was not a fun experience for Otto. That's a good pun.
John didn't even react to it over there in the corner. I feel like that's right up his alley. He's just nodding. He doesn't have a fucking clue.
Huh.
I thought he was our biggest fan, but it turns out...
I thought he was our biggest fan. Get it, whale joke. Come here. Nice.
Very good. Oh, he laughed at that one.
Hey! Thanks, dude.
What do you think of the story? That was it. It's a short one.
I liked it. It took a whale to read. I get it. Come here. Nice. It really didn't. That was short. I mean, it was creative. It's gross. I'm bummed that I'm the submissive one again.
We got to learn a little about how whales fuck with the other one,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
holding him up.
I appreciate, the education.
I think it's cool that they were able to fit that into the band dynamic.
They can get learning, fucking, and water parks and put it all together.
And that's what this podcast is all about, really.
Yeah.
You rubbing your nose? You okay?
No, dude, my allergies, you already know. I mean, they're better. I don't feel dead right now like I did in the Carter episode, but
It's good.
I'm really whiny in this too.
Yeah, you really want whale D, as they say.
Yep.
Otto's kind of whiny too, though. He's kind of like he's
All of
feeling
us are
like put
whiny,
upon.
and Geoff just wants to like get some.
Yeah,
Typical
typical Geoff. Yeah, and you don't like that you're submissive again, even as a whale.
Again, like no matter what happens, like no matter how fucking big I am, they're like, oh yeah, because Jeff's an inch or 2 inches taller than you in real life. I don't know how much taller he is than me. Like an inch and a half, some shit, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because you're
In real
probably
life.
about the same size as whales.
Right. Like if we're whale people, it's like on that kind of scale.
You're not a whale person. You're a whale.
Okay, if we're whale creatures, that's what I'm fucking saying.
You're not a
Like,
whale creature. You're just a whale.
I swear to fucking
why,
God.
Why would you not just say if we're whales?
If we're whales.
There we go.
I wish you were dead.
Hey.
We'll be about the same fucking size.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Unnecessary to make me the fucking submissive to Geoff again. I laughed at fishy length.
Fishy length was a good
That's a good fish dick.
twist on a phrase that we see pop up a lot.
Yeah. Fishy length.
I did like that.
Nice.
I don't know. On the whole, though,
You keep saying on the whole. Are you doing that on purpose? Like, you didn't do that in season 1. You've said it like 4 times this season.
no, it's just a common phrase, and I'm using it because it fits with what I'm saying.
It fits on the whole.
See, you're the one doing it.
It fits in the hole. Ah!
You're the one being. Don't be crass.
You sound like my mom.
Overall, I thought it was written okay. Nothing terrible, nothing that really stands out. It was very...
See, it wasn't written well. Concept was creative. That's where its strength is.
Yeah, but there also wasn't a whole lot to it. I feel like we could have developed really anything more. It was very short.
I'm giving this a 3. I think
I just think that for such like
2.5 or 3. Fuck.
for such a new concept, we really didn't spend any time at all on it,
Yeah.
and we could have gone a lot deeper into it.
Like the ocean.
Yeah, the ocean is deep, and so that was a good ocean joke.
Thanks, dude. Most of my jokes are like water pun based.
Thanks for coming and listening to our podcast and getting all of your favorite ocean jokes.
And facts, apparently.
Yes, animal facts.
Nice. Gray whales are creepy.
So what is the rating you're landing on?
The pun at the end was great.
It was fine.
Third whaling. I feel like this is
Yeah.
another story that they thought of the pun first and then worked backwards.
Yeah. And if that's the case, you got to wonder why they ever thought of the phrase third whaling.
Just for that, I'm gonna give it 3 instead of 2.5.
I'm gonna go with 2.5.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Cool.
Yeah. I wanted to. I chose this story to go with the other one because I thought it was cool to have like 2 Awsten stories where like you guys are animals, but I just because they called it Birdston in like the email,
Right.
but then when you click on that motherfucker, it's Gooston.
That's not
So
the same. Fuck
they
that.
so I'm mad that it's a goose story in general, and
Yeah,
also I'm mad
no.
that they tricked me. I'm
Yeah.
mad that I fell for it
It's not cool.
because I don't know. Let's just stop with the whole.
I'm just glad I'm seeing less of those tweets now.
Yeah, they've died down a bit. But yeah, I don't want to give that any more of a platform than we already have. Then yeah, that's so we had to cut out a whole story for this episode,
Very
unfortunately. But
We didn't have to, but it's our choice because this is our fucking podcast, and we live in God's America where we can do what we want when we want.
right.
Nice.
So I guess we're gonna take a break real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna have old boy Geoff calling in.
And an old boy he is.
All right, we'll be right back.
Cut!
All right,
We're back, motherfuckers.
We're back. We've got Geoff with us this time.
For revenge.
Geoff.
How's it going?
You know, reading about mostly you and I banging a lot, and
Oh no.
We just read one where you both were gray whales.
and
having
Otto
sex
held
with
us
each other.
up while we fucked.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
The only one that I actually really even saw or read of the podcast so far was the one where we were trees.
So that's the very
the
first
very
episode.
first story we ever read.
Yeah, and I don't think you only did that story too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't finish the first episode. That's fair. Most people probably didn't finish the first episode.
So
Or
he's
they
a, he's
shouldn't
a
have.
he's a big fan.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Long time listener, 10th time caller. Okay.
Yeah, Geoff, do you have any? Is that your only experience with any fanfic of any kind?
Not really. On the last tour in the States, we had a lot.
Yeah, well,
fanfic
there was
we read.
that girl brought us a physical paper and she asked us to sign it
Yeah.
for extra credit for
Yeah.
a class or something. That seems like a lie, but we did that. And then she gave us
She
our
was
own
like,
copy.
"This is not fanfic."
And we're like,
I
okay.
mean-
Like after we read it, we're like, this is absolutely fantastic.
We went over this in the first episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if Geoff listened that far though.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I
So
don't know. That the whole thing was a whirlwind.
Let bygones be bygones. He's our good
Yeah.
friend.
he is our good friend. So the story we're gonna be reading with Geoff here today is it's called Resurrection, and it's on Archive of Our Own. It's by Cieski.
Exotic.
It's Ciyesci.
I like it.
Geoff, you got the story pulled up?
I do.
It looks fine on your phone. I've never looked at Archive of Our Own on mobile. Is it okay?
Yeah, it looks fine.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And Geoff,
Oh God, I don't want to.
Oh, you're stop reading ahead.
I'm not. I just read the summary.
well,
Okay.
Geoff, you
We
we're-
typically have our guests read first.
yeah, and you're our guest, so why don't you start this thing off and let us know when you want to like hand it off.
Okay. So I hopefully you didn't hear that. Okay. So where should I even
At
start?
Austin Pressed.
Okay. All right. Here we go, guys.
All right,
We're gonna start reading.
Geoff.
it's-
I also want to say that you are our most requested guest on the show, and it's an honor to finally get you on.
That's a lot of
It's
pressure,
true.
guys.
No,
Sorry.
it really is. Everybody's like, you need to bring Geoff in.
Oh no. Okay. Well, hopefully, all of my reading I've been doing is improved my reading capability.
Just be yourself, man. People just love you. That's all.
Yeah. Shout out to Travis, by the way.
Thank you.
He gave me a book that I can read.
No. You plug things at the end.
Okay, yeah. I'm not plugging shit right now.
Right.
Okay.
Fuck Travis.
Fuck
Trevor.
Anyways, here we go. Awsten pressed his thumbs into Geoff's throats.
We're off to a good start.
As he straddled him, squeezing harder the more he struggled beneath him. Geoff looked up at him with beautifully pleading eyes as he desperately tried to gasp for air.
Nice.
Wow. His face getting redder and redder, like my face is right now, with every savored moment. His efforts were entirely fruitless. Jeez, Awsten.
Sorry.
He wasn't strong enough to throw Awsten off with what was running through his system, corrupting every vein and artery.
Jesus.
Fuck. This is so graphic.
I know. The combination of that and oxygen deprivation had him growing weaker the more he tried to fight. He pushed at Austin's chest and tugged at his wrists, not giving in despite how hopeless it all was.
See, this is so weird because this is what I have to do with you all the time, but like you're not here for it. So this is the first time you're actually involved with like the creepy shit involving you
I
and
know. I'm sorry you had to go through this, man.
No, it's okay. I do it on purpose, you know.
I know.
I can't give you a good reason as to why,
Yeah.
but I do it, and I'm doing it again for another season.
Very true. Very true.
So, yeah, go on.
Well, thank you for letting me do it this time.
Yes.
Eventually, his hands gave in for him, falling. Wait, what? Yeah. Falling to the bed as he stared up at the ceiling and slowly stopped moving altogether.
Oh, shit.
I know, right? Dude, you're so kinky. Awsten kept a tight grip on his throat and watched the minutes tick by on the nightstand's radio. Unconscious wasn't going to cut it tonight.
Holy fuck.
Uh-oh.
Am I gonna fucking kill you?
Dude, it seems like it.
All right. When 7 minutes had passed and the cramps in his hands were too much to bear, he loosened a hand and took a lighter sitting on the nightstand, careful not to knock over the candle burning there. Pins and needles made lighting it difficult, but he managed it and held the flame to Geoff's glassy blue eyes. Everybody loves your eyes in these, by the way. Look at those.
There's
fucking
those
peepers.
glassy blues.
There's those ones we always get lost in every story. He didn't react. His unseeing pupils didn't distend, finally. Tossing the lighter into the nightstand's drawer, Awsten let go of Geoff's neck and blew out the candle. As he rolled off him, he shook out his aching hands. Standing, he stretched his arms up, then bent down to press a kiss to Geoff's carmine?
I guess.
Weird forehead. I've never heard a forehead described as... Are you Googling it right now?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
I got nothing.
They made up a
really.
word. Fuck them. I was about to feel dumb. Okay, cool. So, Geoff's beautiful ass fucking forehead. Geoff's caramel forehead.
Carmine is a vivid crimson color.
Huh.
I googled carmine forehead at first, and that's why I didn't get anything.
Okay. Well, great. So I am fucking stupid. Awesome.
I didn't know. Whatever.
As long as you don't know, I don't feel bad because you're a genius. Okay, so
So Geoff's red forehead.
Geoff's red ass fucking forehead as he pulled his eyelids closed with his fingertips.
So Geoff is dead.
Yeah.
Jeff's dead.
I already died, and we just.
We finally got
that
Geoff.
rarely means that it's over, though.
We finally got
Okay.
Geoff on the show.
Kill him quick.
And I die in the first couple sentences.
Yeah. I love you. He tried not to feel a little hurt when Geoff didn't respond. He turned up the radio, checking the display to make sure Jeff's favorite station was playing.
Aw.
Music filled the room, and Awsten took the AC remote from the drawer and turned down the temperature. I'll finish this part. As he shut the drawer, he straightened up, his eyes wandering of Jeff's naked form draped over tussled sheets. Although Awsten shouldn't have expected him to, he didn't look that different than if he were sleeping. Awsten turned off the light and left, wondering if Travis wanted to do anything today.
Not with
Fucking
you.
weird.
Upon returning to the near-freezing bedroom, Awsten noticed that something by Linkin Park was playing on the radio. He sat at the end of the bed and took his shoes off, listening to the song. It was fast and upbeat, with steady, confident rapping in the verses and more intense choruses.
Don't know what's worth fighting for.
Not what he would have picked to set the mood, but he knew Geoff loved it. So Geoff, if
I
you
would imagine they would have picked "I've Become So Numb." I can't
Yeah.
feel you. You know.
Like while
Yeah.
I'm blowing you.
is that
Yeah.
Can't feel you there.
What? So is
'Cause I'm
that
dead.
would that be your pick to play, like, I guess at your funeral, or just in the whatever room you're dead in?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Pulling off his shirt, he stood and looked at Geoff, spread out over the bed as Awsten had left him, but still different. With no running blood to warm his skin, his body had turned a patchy lavender, his hands and feet being a particularly deep hue. Awsten's gaze fell to Jeff's darkened shaft, and as he unbuckled his belt, he felt his heart rate pick up.
And I just learned that dead bodies can shit, have babies, and have boners.
Yeah.
Is this news to you?
Yeah.
Cool, good. Thank God.
He made sure Geoff was hard when he strangled him, John having assured him that drugs would keep him that way. So John is like a little fucker in this too. He's like giving you advice.
Damn, John.
Creepy. High five, dude. Weird.
3 hours later, Jeff's member was still erect, and Awsten made a mental note to thank Travis for the custom mix later.
Yo,
Well,
dude, come here.
shit.
All my friends are just hooking it up.
Jeff, you want to go
You
on?
guys are just taking
Jeff coming in with the
my
good
body
dick.
for a ride.
God, Jeff.
Travis coming in with the remixes.
You can-
John coming with the drugs. Jeff with the hard dick.
God, Jesus.
Good friends.
Jeff, go ahead and read.
Did you finish that paragraph?
Yeah. Where at the
Okay,
song
so-
came to an end.
That's where we're at?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. My mind is just like...
Yeah, there's a lot
is-
happening.
There's
is
a
a
lot
lot
to
of-
process. You just kind of roll with it. And we talk about
Yeah.
you can stop and talk about it whenever, but we do analyze all of
Just
this
try
when
to
we're
keep-
done reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. The song came to an end as he kicked off his jeans and underwear. He switched off the radio and opened the nightstand drawer to retrieve 2 condoms.
Huh.
Why 2? Huh.
We're gonna find out.
Uh-oh, Travis, you gonna get in on this?
I hope not.
That'd be
His stomach
fucked
tightened
up.
in anticipation. This was it. Awsten climbed onto the bed, crawling over to Geoff on his hands and knees as he contemplated where to start. Sitting back on his heels, he opened the condoms and rolled one onto his half-hard length, then the other
That's my
onto
chubby.
then the other onto Jeff's stiffness.
Jeff's stiffness.
So we both get one. That okay?
That's good.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm gonna bang dead Jeff. This is
And Dead Jeff is gonna bang you.
yeah. God damn it! It's like a
Oh.
co-bang. We're gonna co-headline this bang.
We are, dude. Which he took in his hand to give a few slow, contemplative strokes. Okay.
Oh, God.
Not cool.
Awsten says, I can't believe you're still this hard. Travis really knows his shit, huh?
Yeah, a little pervert knows how to keep the dead ones going.
I don't like being the one who knows this.
Geoff said, I said nothing, basically, to that.
Probably due to the deadness.
Yeah.
on account of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Awsten considered teasing him with his tongue as he usually would to make him squirm and beg.
That's usually what does it.
Dude, they're so spot on how this stuff actually happens.
Just climb into your bunk and start tonguing.
Right? Geoff wasn't about to do any squirming or begging now, though. And Awsten wasn't sure how much he wanted to know what cold dick tasted like right
Oh,
now.
God.
Maybe another time.
Damn it. Damn it.
Oh, God. Awsten ran his hands over Jeff's cool, waxy skin, then moved forward to straddle him again. He jerked himself until he was properly hard and bent down to kiss Jeff's neck. His fingers reached into and massaged the places on his torso that he knew were more sensitive, and still Geoff didn't respond.
On account of the choking, you did too much.
He didn't sigh and bite his lip, or touch Awsten back, or hold his hips, or do anything to reciprocate. Sorry. Let's see. If Awsten bit and sucked at his collarbone, no bruise would form.
Oh.
Geoff wouldn't moan. He wouldn't gasp. He wouldn't plea for more. So, I'm like dead as fuck right now.
No, you're
Yeah.
you like if there's any amount of dead, like on the dead scale, you're at the extreme end. Like
You're about as dead as you can get at
Right.
this point.
I think you should take this next part, Awsten.
he told me to do this. He wanted it. We talked about it. I promised I'd try.
So that's real dedication to your partner to let them kill you just so that they can
Get off for a second.
Yeah, get their rocks off one more time.
Right. Get their rocks off. God, you are literally like 50.
Just like we were talking about in another episode, he's a real considerate lover.
Yeah, no, you're very considerate.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Bless you, Geoff.
Love hearing that.
Dominating him usually came so easy to Awsten, but what was the point if Geoff couldn't truly submit? He couldn't kneel
Hey, look,
for Awsten.
You're the dom. You're the dom.
I
in
know.
this
I had
one.
that thought earlier. I'm happy about it because usually you're the one banging me just because you're like an inch and a half taller. Fuck you. And I'm just so tired of it. I'm just like, dude, just give me one. Where like,
Well, here you go, man.
thanks, dude. Yeah, just
Yeah,
open up for a sec.
This is the one.
I'll take it.
He has to be dead.
The least he could do for Geoff was get off, right? Because that's what Geoff would have wanted. And he couldn't even keep himself up. He needed him to say something, give him some kind of affirmation, make Awsten feel like his beloved. He pressed his forehead against Geoff's cold shoulder, metaphor, frustrated at his anxious thoughts, and made the mistake of reaching up to hold Geoff's hand, searching for some kind of
Respite.
respite. What? These kids are authors. Respite to make this easier. I don't know the word respite. Crazy. Fuck. It says fuck. It was like he'd been burned. If nothing else felt unnatural, it was the frigidity of the of the hands that Awsten held so many times. Wait, fuck me, dude. I'm like not having a good time right now.
I like
that
this.
Awsten had so many times complained about for being too hot. By the way, I have complained about your hands being like hot and like wet. Also, I'm really mad I messed that sentence up so bad. Fuck me, whatever.
It's okay. I'm doing it too.
I'm being perfect, like a perfect little boy.
Yep. In that nauseating moment, he knew he couldn't do it. He couldn't make love to someone who couldn't love him back.
Aw.
God. After removing his and Geoff's condoms, he announced something in a language nobody truly understood anymore, then took a
What?
deep breath. Am I a demon? Dealing his lips over Geoff's and pinching his icy nose, Awsten exhaled into him. He felt Geoff's chest rise, under his hand, oh God, filling with the life he offered. He tried not to pull away as he sucked back the now tainted air. He sat up and blew at the candle, which relit in response.
So it was all along. It was fine to kill him and fuck him because you knew you could bring him back to life right afterwards.
I guess so.
Cool.
This is great.
Holy shit.
It's like, this is supernatural.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. Geoff gasped and started coughing. Awsten quickly moved off him, giving him space to roll onto his side and nearly jack up his suddenly in-service lungs. Awsten searched the nightstand for the AC remote and turned up the temperature, then sat back against the headboard and waited for Geoff's body to heal enough to function properly again.
I feel like that would take a while.
It should.
Yeah, it's been like
His
a whole
skin
day.
is just fucked. And he's been like icy and shit. He'd at least have like he'd have hypothermia, right?
I don't know.
It's not like he
if
comes
was-
back to normal and then all of a sudden it's like the conditions my body in are like now not affecting me at all.
Yeah, I don't know. As the room warmed, Geoff began to settle. His whole body quaked as he moved to sit against the headboard next to Awsten. Awsten pulled his knees up to his chest and wrapped his arms around them. I freaked out and couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Geoff touched his arm gently. His shaking fingers were still way too cold. It's okay. Our first time wasn't going to be amazing.
God damn, it's so weird.
How was it for you?
And I feel bad. I didn't get off, and that's what you wanted.
And Geoff was quiet for a moment. I mean, obviously weird, but I think I can understand why John likes it so much. It's probably much better
John.
when you know what to expect, and amazing when you're into it. Everything was kind of muted, but somehow magnified. He moved to touch Austin's hand, but seemed to think better of it and pushed back his hair instead. I get why John said you should close my eyes the first few times, though. I could see you holding the lighter to my face, and it would have been weird to be stuck staring at a wall for 3 hours.
Oh my god, this is so creepy.
John said he preferred to wait 20 so that his body was ice cold all the way, though. But not everybody gets off on the experiences of dying and being dead. Awsten was relatively certain that Geoff didn't. Fuck, he frowned. I really wanted to let you try it out, and I couldn't.
I keep looking at John like as if this shit's actually real. I'm like, you fucking, what the hell is
You
wrong with
pervert.
you?
It felt like I was trying to tell my head that you were alive when my whole body was telling me you weren't. It felt wrong, like... Geoff put an unsteady arm around him, rubbing his shoulder. His hand was finally warming up. It's fine. I get it. Do you want to finish the story, Geoff?
Awsten looked at him. If you want to try again, we can do it with John and Otto sometime. Obviously,
I feel
they're
like Otto
way
would never do that with us.
I know.
Like even if we were all into that shit, I feel like he'd be too private about it.
He wouldn't do it with us.
He's a little bit shy.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even admit it.
Actually, dude, a lot of this season, there's been a lot of John and Otto stuff, like way more than last time, which is
Wow.
strange. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a good ship, Giotto.
It is. Giotto.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of
Nice.
fucked me up a couple times though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry,
You
go
can go on.
It's all right. Let's see.
Obviously.
They'll obviously they're way more experienced than us. They'll know how to make it good for you.
Dope.
Only if this is something you really want to get into. If you don't, neither do I.
Aw, that's
Dude.
nice.
That's kind of like when we were trying to do the what is
Astral
that?
projecting.
astral projection.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Go on.
Well, how are you trying to do this together?
Well, we're both listening to these like guided meditation things. Went through like a phase of it for a while. It was a thing. Move past it. Leaning into Geoff's embrace. Yeah.
Leaning into Geoff's embrace, Awsten thought for a moment. I think maybe if we did it with them, it would be okay. I just need someone telling me that it's all right, and you're enjoying it.
This is so
Otto
weird.
could use his I know. Otto could use his empath magic
His
to tell
empath
me
magic.
what. Empath magic?
Yeah.
Okay. Was I calling Otto an imp?
No, that's a different word.
Okay. Otto could use his empath magic to tell me what you want.
So
Geoff
Otto's
kissed
magic as
Austin's
well.
head.
Yeah. This is a magical
Yeah.
one.
It's a magic sex story.
You should be liking this a lot, Travis.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Now that it's not completely crazy and gross.
Yeah.
I mean, it was at
Yeah, it
first, but
started
now
out really dark.
it's still pretty gross. But
Mm-hmm.
Geoff kissed Austin's head, holding him close. That's a good idea.
we're full of good ideas today.
Awsten closed his eyes, drinking in the calming warmth of Geoff's body.
Nice.
That sucked. He opened his eyes again. Yo, we should make up for it with shower sex.
Yeah, boy.
Hell yeah!
Do you want to? Geoff seemed surprised.
You were shocked.
I never thought you'd ask. Awsten sat up and kissed Geoff, then slid off the bed, playfully pulling him along. What to, Vanilla?
That's the fucking funniest way you could have read that sentence. It's like, what, to vanilla?
What to, Vanilla? I
No,
don't know.
no, stop saying it like that. Vanilla's not the name. It's like what? Like it's saying it like what? Is that to vanilla?
Oh, yeah. What to, Vanilla?
What? To vanilla? What to vanilla? I fucking love that.
I promise to keep it rough. I'll even choke you again if you want. Come
Stop.
on.
You know, you guys have choked enough today.
Drown him in the shower.
Come on. I'm sad about freaking out and not fucking your corpse.
Wow. There's a fucking quote.
Geoff was slower to stand, probably still getting used to his body being alive again. He smiled
Yeah.
and kissed Awsten. Sounds good. I'm still kind of cold. He bent down and blew out the candle.
And by candle, we mean dick. The end.
The end.
That was
Wow.
quite a story.
That was a fucking story. Okay,
That was.
Jeff,
So
what,
what's next? What do we do now?
we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, consistencies, inconsistencies.
Jeff, what are your initial thoughts on this?
It kind of makes me want to try magic.
So, okay, in real life, if you thought you could get away with it, would you be okay with your partner killing you
And fucking me?
yes,
And then
If
bringing you
knew
back to life.
and bringing you back, if you thought that was a possibility?
I think that. I mean, I probably would try it out.
Cool. I don't think I could do that. I think
Well,
that would
'cause
horrify me.
Because it seems like the dead person like experiences stuff still.
Yeah, they do. They know what's going on. They just can't move. They're like in the
Yeah.
sunken place.
Yeah. So I wonder what that's like.
Interesting.
Yeah. Did you like the story?
See, it's a weird question when it involves you.
And
Yeah.
and this and just this in general, this
Right.
concept.
Right.
I'm flattered that somebody wrote a story about me.
A lot
Jeff
of people have
Lynne
written a
with the
lot of
nice.
stories.
I wish I didn't die that early.
Well, no, but that's the whole point. Is like because you're not actually dead.
True. Yeah. It does kind of. It took it a minute to realize exactly what the fuck was happening. I thought you just killed me
Yeah, I did
and
too.
were fucking me, and that was it.
Which
Yeah.
wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, like with
That's true.
this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm pretty sure that's happened at some point.
Probably.
There's been
But
dead
this
fucking-
this was a much better angle
Yeah,
on it.
there's a lot more
I
creative.
want to know, how do they come up with this?
By being young and horny and like bored and
Young, horny, and bored.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not like we ever talked about, we do magic and we kill each other sometimes.
right. I mean, we didn't inspire this. They just would like they like what they know of us in real life, and they'd like to apply those same characteristics onto people who are into dead magic fucking.
Okay.
So that's what this kind of is. That's what fan fiction in general is. They're like, I like Geoff and Awsten. They'd be great trees that fuck each other. You
Yeah.
see what I mean? That's kind of what
Yeah.
fan fiction is.
And they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a great story. This one I thought it was good. It was very creative. It's well written because a lot of the stuff we deal with, there's a lot of run-on sentences, a lot of very very shitty punctuation. If they can get me with at least one word I don't know and make me feel stupid, they get like an extra half point for that.
Yeah, this was very well done.
Yeah.
I'm still a little creeped out by it.
No, it's very weird. It's haunting.
Yeah.
Like if it was a movie, it would get leaves on the sides at like some fucking festival. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I don't actually really have any complaints other than, my real life me being like gross.
Yeah, I liked the magic element of it to kind of make it
Yeah, it was-
not quite as crazy as I guess it would be otherwise.
Right.
Yeah, I think that part was like my favorite. It threw me for a spin. It was like the M. Night Shyamalan guy.
Twist, but in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kept you on your toes, and I liked that it was like a magical world as it turned out.
Yeah.
You're a fan of like the magic shit.
Fantasy stuff, dude.
Well, it's
Great.
just a nice change of pace from just like the straight sex ones when we get
Straight fucking.
in a new setting. You know what I mean?
Now, I don't like that I offered choking again because I feel like I'd like to think I'd be a little shaken up at that point after like, killing him and then not being able to get hard. That's like very sad and creepy. The next part's like embarrassing, and then like I don't know, I feel like I wouldn't be ready to fuck right away, and especially choke them again, which is how I just murdered them earlier that day.
Well, I mean, you say right after, "Come on, I'm sad about not fucking your corpse," because you knew he wanted it, so
No, I
you're
know.
like, it's like a peace offering. Like, I didn't fuck you when you were dead, but I'll choke you if you want to be choked.
One more thing is, if he's actually conscious and we knew how this worked, I don't like that I left him there and went to go hang out with you.
Yeah, you
That's a
you
little
like
I didn't even turn the TV on.
yeah, you left him to just be. Well, you closed his eyelids, so he was just in the dark,
Right.
just so for hours.
I know.
Yeah. How long was it?
It was,
I mean,
it was like a day, right?
Let me see.
Or it said for the rest of the day he was
Yeah.
gonna hang out with Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't say exactly. Oh, but that's also why you left the Lincoln Park on, because he was able to listen to Lincoln Park while he was there.
That was the radio though.
Oh shit, was it?
It wasn't just like a
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That'd be much more considerate.
It is the radio.
Okay, if I was really trying to be super considerate like that, and I was not about to like chill there with a dead body all day, I would probably turn on like Live in Texas, the Lincoln Park like live thing
Yeah.
for Jeff, and leave his fucking
I listened
eyes
to the
open.
fuck out of that when I was
Me
younger.
too. It's so cool. It's like right. it's
Yeah,
somewhere
it came
over
like with the
there. Yeah, right there.
DVD.
Dude, he sounds fucking horrifying on certain parts. It's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
like it just sounds like a lot meaner than the album. And I'm just like, I remember being like, fuck, dude, this is awesome. Like, I remember like that quenched my angst so much.
My
Yeah.
In like 5th grade, 6th grade.
I owned that album when I was younger, and my cousin was also really into Linkin Park. We both were,
Everybody was.
and
They're awesome.
Oh yeah.
I let him borrow that CD,
Uh-huh.
and as it turned out, like a couple weeks later, I was like, "Hey, can I get my CD back?" And he was like, "I let my friend borrow it, and he lost it, so I never got it back." And that's why I don't. To this day, I kind of have trust issues letting people borrow things from me because I just have PTSD from my cousin borrowing it and then lending it to someone else and then losing it.
Fuck.
So I never got it back.
I borrowed my neighbor's James and the Giant Peach when I was like, maybe I was less than 10. It was like the first half of elementary school, I think, and I didn't finish it, so they let me borrow it, and it's still in there.
Oh my god!
Like,
So you're one of the terrible people.
Yeah, like 20 years later.
Somebody did that with my Nintendo 64. They're like, yeah, I'm just gonna borrow it for a little bit, and then
You lent someone an entire game system?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Actually, it wasn't even me that did it. I was like, I let my friend borrow it. Cameron, you met Cameron.
Yeah.
I let him borrow it, and then he let somebody else borrow it.
So it's just like my dumb cousin.
Yeah.
Nice.
He let somebody else borrow it, and they just fucking. I'm pretty sure they just went and pawned it. So.
Wow.
Dude, how has like a lot of your shit gotten pawned by people? You got to stop giving people your shit.
I didn't give my guitars and stuff. Somebody just broke into my house and stole that shit.
That was
Jesus.
Just
But
had a
I
good
found
time.
it all.
Yeah,
I found it all in the pawn shop. So.
That's good.
yeah.
Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That happens. I'm gonna actually go ahead and give this a 5. I mean, I don't like. Here's the thing.
A perfect score.
I don't like my character because I seem kind of like a dick for leaving him alone and not following through with the bang that he literally died for.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of a shit friend in this story, but it's still very well written and creative. I'm going with a 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeff, on a scale of 1 to 5, including half points if you want, what would you give this?
I honestly kind of think this was like the perfect one for me to read for the first time. Like, just because it was like fantasy and stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was just a little bit. It was a little weird for me, so I'm gonna have to give it like a 4.5.
That's fair.
Okay.
I almost did 4.5, but
Yeah. It was really cool though. It was like the concept was like.
Yeah. The concept's pretty
what?
cool.
these people are
Yeah.
pretty creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe one of these authors will go on to be like the 50 Shades of Grey woman, E.L. James or whatever.
Yeah, and she got her start writing like
I mean,
Awsten fanfic.
Yeah. We're going to
I'll
have the
feel so
next
proud.
50 Shades of Grey on our hands over here.
Yep.
Yeah, I would also give this a 4.5. I thought it was good. It creeped me out a little bit, which is why I got a
What
dog.
did you not like about it? Like, what makes it not a 5 for you, just out of curiosity? Not saying it should be for you.
Just I don't know, just the concept of fucking dead people being such a common thing here.
Yeah.
I thought it's just kind of, it creeps me out, but it's very interesting and unique and well done. I think it's funny that John and Otto do this
No,
regularly.
I know. I love that implication. Whereas, like,
I was
John and Otto are the professionals. They dead fuck all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's weird that I'm like the person who provides you with the resources to do this, I guess.
No,
I
you're
don't-
absolutely like you've got the voice for it, as they said earlier.
That was
Wow.
the thing about this story is everybody had their own like part.
Everybody had a role. Everybody is like
Yeah.
a piece of the like gross machine.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's fun. So yeah, 2 4.5s and a 5.
Teamwork.
Great job, Sieski,
Yeah.
on Resurrection. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you to Jeff for calling in.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me.
I hope you had a good time.
It's an honor to be on this show.
Now you can plug whatever you want. Do you have any tours coming up? Any albums out? Anything?
No.
Anything with Twitch? What's going on?
I'm still.
No, shut the fuck up.
Alright, here.
Say your name. What's your Twitch name?
I'm _Geoff, but I don't have that yet, so just wait for it.
It's fine. This won't be out for another 2 months.
Hopefully they just give it to me, but people are.
Oh
just hanging out-
shit! That lady was creepy.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Shout out to being in a Food for Less parking lot doing this.
Nice. All right, plug your shit. What do you got going on, buddy? Your thumb
follow
looks
me on
nuts. By the way,
Twitter.
show everyone your thumb.
Huh?
Show your
yeah.
thumb.
What happened to your
Fucked up
thumb?
my thumb.
Closed it in the
Smashed
door.
Oh
Yeah,
god
closed
damn.
it in the door. On the bus.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I thought your nail was just painted.
See,
but,
yeah, I thought that for a second.
Everybody thinks that. Everybody
like a
thinks
week
I'm
ago.
doing-
but it's
then I
just
remembered.
blood.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, sorry, plug your shit.
Yeah. I'm still working on my Twitch stuff, but I will have Twitch at some point. If it's not _Jeff, it'll just be Geoff Wigington.
All right.
But I gotta stick with the branding.
Yeah.
So I'm trying hard. I have my Switch back. It's not with me right now, but
Jeff,
it's in my
life story or plugs? What's up?
He wants people to play with him.
Yeah, dude. People play with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Play with me whenever.
They're just telling us
on.
about like your life, which is fine too. I mean, I'm sure everybody'd want to hear it.
Yeah.
What'd you eat today?
_Jeff. Just follow _Jeff on everything. And also buy Travis's book because it's awesome.
Aw, what a sweet boy.
Nice.
Thank you, Jeff.
Go see Jeff on Warped Tour. Buy Jeff's album, Entertainment. It's really
Buy my
good.
album, Entertainment.
It's really
We're
good.
going for Warped Tour. We're doing Reading and Leeds.
Reading
We're
and
doing-
Leeds, main stage, bitch. What up? Hey.
Yeah, we're doing the world. We're going. That's what we're doing.
It'll be a fun little experiment to see how many of those things have already happened by the time this episode comes out.
I know. We'll be like, yeah, we'll see you at Warped Tour, and it comes out in November.
Yeah, it'll be a nice little time capsule.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, Jeff. It was nice
Of
having you.
course. Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys. I hope I can do this again.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be requested again.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, since everyone wanted you on the show so bad, do you wanna do our sign off that we do in every episode?
Sure. What's the sign off?
Fuck. you just say good night. Just say like that's it for this episode.
Thanks
it
for
was
tuning
great.
in.
Thanks for tuning in. Blah blah. Good night, and then the
we-
episode will end.
Theme music.
We'll have the theme music. So go
All
ahead.
Go.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Good night.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, tight.
Perfect.
That was good.